Hi, I'm Mike Ariani, the Austin District Deputy Engineer. In 2019, TxDOT joined the Office of the Governor, law enforcement agencies, and industry partners in a statewide effort to raise awareness, increase vigilance, and reports signs of human trafficking. The goal? To learn about all forms of this crime with a special focus on labor trafficking, to be able to spot the signs and take action safely. Next up are two of your colleagues who experienced and encountered possible labor trafficking while on the job.
As a contract administrator, I'm used to working with our supervisors to resolve contract issues and sometimes performance issues. A couple of summers ago, I started receiving calls and emails from supervisors who had the same contractor for litter pickup. They were concerned about the condition of the contractor's crews in the field, citing excessive heat and a lack of water and resources. The crews were also telling our inspector things about their living situation that raised some red flags, that they were all living together and rode to work together in the same van.
The crew was working in July in extreme heat, and as it turns out, the superintendent would often leave for hours at a time to empty the trash trailer, leaving the crew without any way to stay hydrated. If any of them would have had a medical emergency due to the heat, the inspector would have been the only one there to help. Our inspector ended up providing most of the water and had to refill his water cooler multiple times a day. It was not an ideal situation, to say the least. Plus, the crew ended up trying to flag down every white vehicle they saw, thinking it was TxDOT. We started asking questions and found out the workers were paid $10 a mile instead of the hour. Plus, if workers had to repick sections of road, they weren't paid for it. The contractor set unrealistic goals with monetary penalties if the goals weren't met, which encouraged the crew to rush through their work instead of doing a good job the first time. It was also our understanding that many of the crew members were homeless. Most of you know what it's like to work in the heat in Texas in the middle of the summer. It's just not easy. But more often than not, they didn't eat enough food to get them through the day. The combination of walking miles in the heat, not having their own water supply, and not eating enough food caused concern for their health and safety. Once we had all the facts straight, we contacted the district immediately.
Thank goodness they did, too. Otherwise, we never would have known. The first thing we did, stop work. Fortunately, we had just watched the TxDOT training for human trafficking awareness, and we knew we needed to act fast. We spoke to our director of operations, our DE, and took statements from our supervisors. We worked together to report it to compliance. We also contacted the company's owners and Texas Workforce Commission to alert them of our concerns. We figured, even if this doesn't qualify as official labor trafficking, it's still not the right way to treat people.
So remember, it starts with us. We have the responsibility to watch, know, and report this crime.